Welcome back to Naturally Spiritual, where we correlate the spiritual with the natural. I'm Cheryl,
And I'm Sherry.
and we're here talking about being inconvenienced,
Whoa.
right?
Yeah, whoa.
Right? Like, what about me? What?
Mm-hmm.
Why is this happening to me?
Like,
Why? Look, that wasn't supposed to happen to
not
me,
not
right?
me,
Not me.
not
You
me.
know, and most of the time we've gotten so conditioned
Mm-hmm.
and used to having it easy, right?
Right here, right now.
That we have a hard time whenever we are inconvenienced.
Right.
And when I say inconvenience, I'm talking about things that may be out of your control, but you still can control it, right?
Okay, you can control your
You
reactions.
can control your reactions,
Okay,
right?
exactly.
And I, my coworkers and I were talking about just the storm that just happened in North Carolina. We're here in North Carolina for those of you who don't know, and we were blessed because in some cities and towns it bypassed us, right? But we are so conditioned, we're so used to our electricity, look, that internet, that we forgot how quickly we forgot that this storm could have been worse even for us,
Exactly.
So we were without power. Oh, I'll be glad when the power comes back on.
It's hot.
It's hot.
No air.
Oh, what are we supposed to do? What are they doing? Knowing that the crew is working as hard as they can, because it's not just you, right, that was affected. But let's talk about that internet. Because that's what we were laughing and talking about, how the kids were like, that's my lifeline. What am I keep talking to my friends. I don't know what's happening. Look, in the world. I can't play my game. It's so boring.
Look, read a book.
Right, like
clean a room.
Oh,
pick up a broom. You don't need
it's plenty that you can do. Right,
Exactly.
look, it's plenty. Right, but they just couldn't function because they were so inconvenienced that they didn't have.
Them tell it.
Look, the tools that they're so used to, right?
Exactly.
So they just couldn't think beyond what's next. And even as adults, sometimes we do that. Like we're in the moment,
right,
and all we know is the moment.
Exactly.
And we can't. We think about how here, not again. It's happening again. Why me?
Yeah. Exactly.
What am I supposed to do? When is this going to be over? But look, the spirit tells us. In the spirit, it tells us. In the natural,
that's our
flesh. That's our response.
Mm-hmm.
It's the flesh to tell you. Well, I thought our business was going to be doing better than what it is. I was talking to a gentleman the other day, and he was like, "Well, I don't know how your business is doing, but I'm just about ready to give up." And and I said, you have to take those look
the peaks with the valleys.
The valleys with the peaks.
Exactly.
But he was just going on, and I just had to think, like, I thank God that I can see beyond today,
right.
But evidently he couldn't, because he was just like, I'm just thinking about just closing the doors, and I thought, oh wow, but. Yes, sometimes you may be inconvenienced, but the Bible tells us, look.
Right. In Psalms 51:10, the Bible tells us to create in me a clean heart, oh God, and renew a right spirit within me. So that's when you're sitting there and you're complaining, you're right,
you got to realize who's in control.
You're not going to control everything. God is in control.
God's in control.
I mean, and God shows, and then when you actually sit and think about some of the things that you're griping and complaining about, you're like, it's nothing. I mean, especially even with the storm, with her, is it Helene or whoever she was? I mean, she wreaked havoc.
She really
I
did.
mean, and you delivered supplies there, and the words that you described were humbling.
Yes.
Heart wrenching.
Just to look around, and this was even after the
aftermath. And you don't live there, so you have to think about people who were there who lost loved ones, who lost pets, who lost lives, houses, land, everything around them. So they have to adapt to a new normal. And so that sometimes, I mean, even if you listen to some of them, they're still grateful that I'm still here, even with absolutely everything stripped from them. And so they're already formulating in their minds, what is my new normalcy? What are my next steps? And so they naturally adapted or adopting a new normal,
right?
And then so I mean that let your next words to me were, you're just like, God, wow, this shows us that you're still in
in
control.
control. Still
So
in
you
control.
have to go back to that spirit.
Mhm.
Lord, renew in me a clean heart
Mhm.
and a renewed spirit.
Right.
And so that's what these, and I hate to call them victims, but I'll say survivors.
Survivors.
That is
yeah.
exactly what they are. They're in survival mode. And so
Mhm.
they've adopted that. And so that's something that we, even with our minor inconveniences,
Right. We have
need to adopt
it. We
it.
need to adopt
You know,
it.
because otherwise you're going to just go crazy. You're
Right.
going to lose it. And I
Mhm.
mean, and then your state becomes worse than what you actually
Right.
are in. So, I mean, be forever grateful, be mindful, be compassionate. I
Right.
mean, you may be inconvenienced just for a
little bit.
while,
A
just
little
for a
bit.
little while,
Right.
but then you have to think back and twist some things around and be like,
Mhm.
well, whoa, at least I have,
Right.
or at least I am, or at least I do, because so many people can't say that.
Right. Shift
You
that
know?
mindset.
Right,
Shift
exactly.
the mindset to what you do have and be grateful for that,
Yeah, exactly.
Because one thing I do know, and I know, look, this is a different scripture, but he grants us new benefits every day. So you take what you have to be thankful for and
This,
focus
that.
on that. Be thankful on that.
Right, exactly.
And pray that he gives you what you need to continue to move on, right?
Oh, preach.
Right?
Right, exactly.
And
So
let's go ahead and end it there. You probably won't get ready to say that, but let's go ahead and end it there.
Mhm.
When we thank you guys, and we're grateful for you,
Exactly.
and we're looking for you to be with us, to endure with us. So
Exactly.
we ask you to go ahead and like us. Thank you if you have. Talk to us,
Mhm.
leave us some comments.
Right, and hit that subscribe
button and go ahead with that book, right?
Right, that naturally
Thank you.
spiritual.
Thank you for the book if you've already purchased it. Thank you for those who are in the for seeing the future that will be purchasing it.
Right. When your season comes. And
Okay.
we just ask that you guys have an awfully great night. Please continue to be compassionate. Please be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
Please be just loving and kind.
And mindful.
Right. Have a great, great evening.
Have a great evening.